This is the test. Hello. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a stream, and today we are working on the game engine again for a little bit. Probably not as long as usual, like not multiple hours, but we'll see about that. Yeah, welcome everybody. I see there's already like 2 people in, so that's nice. Right, let me just quickly minimize some shit here. There we go. I don't know why that always bugs, by the way, that's really weird. I think the music might be a little bit too loud right now, so let me actually turn that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, sweet, so let's get started. We are going to open a quick little console here. Dungeon Engine is what we want, and then just open Qt Creator here. And that's that, sweet, okay. Now I can close that. And actually, you know what? Instead we'll just run Qt files here. I think. Do we have a what's the thing here? Oh, okay. Wait, do we have Dungeon Engine stuff in here? We do. Okay, then let's quickly go. This is all just set up. So there's this thing called a dot files, and I have that. So I have a script that basically does that and moves it around and does the thing, you know? Okay, so let's run Qt Creator here. We can get started with that. I don't know why it, yeah, just group it, that's better. That way I can just, yeah, it's a little bit cleaner. Right, oh actually I didn't mean to do that. Let's open file or project, going into source and opening this. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but yeah, okay. So this now has all our files and whatnot. It's really handy. Right, so let's recap from last time what we have already. We have a Sega board, right? Okay, I remember this. I do remember this. So what I thought about is I do still like the concept of having materials that are implementation specific and having textures that are implementation specific and having other resources that are completely implementation specific. in the way they are implemented, not in the way their interface works. So what I was thinking is what I had before was kind of not that bad, right? It was not not that bad. So since we have a singleton application now, we can just have a, what is it called, backend implementation. Backend implementation. Let's just go with impl. Do we want to? That's such a long word. Oh well. And then we can just go backend implementation. Backend implementation. That's const. Actually, that's const. Yeah. And that just basically returns the backend implementation. Okay, right. So the way this will work is that it will be like we can access the application, the static application, basically, right? And I'm gonna quickly do this right here. I'm gonna actually, before I do that, I have a new reformatting thing. It does that sort of thing. I'm not sure if I like it yet, but oh no, I think I like it. I think I like it. So the style won't be consistent that much, but that's okay. We actually need the public accessors to be a little bit different here. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, we went -4. I remember this. It's kind of fucky. Want it to be -4. Yeah, there we go. So these are supposed to be like that. Not sure if I like this particularly, but like if I change it, it will always reset. So I guess I'll leave it like that. It's kind of cute. I like it a little bit. You know, it makes it is easier to read. So might as well just leave it like that. Right, so that means we have to take this clang format, not CMake format, clang format. Let's delete everything and insert and WQ, git add, git commit, update, access modifier, offset. Right, so let's push that real quick. That's just, I'm sorry about this, I just need to do that. I have a new file, new formats back, and I like it a lot. It does this whole solo thing, which I think is really neat. It just makes formatting a lot more like consistent, and yeah, so that's that. This isn't quite right. Like this is supposed to stay like that, so I have to still fix that somehow. I don't know, maybe someone's in here that knows a little bit about a clang format. I'm new to it, so. What is that called? That's allow short if statements on a single line. Well, we have that, but do we really want that? I'll just go with false on that one. Yeah, that one. We don't need short if statements on a single line. It's pretty, but oh well. Alright, that's way better. And you know, now I have to do the whole thing again, so let me just quickly do that. I wish there was a way for a Qt Creator to just choose the file that I want, but oh well, you know. There's only so much you can do. But now we literally just have to delete everything. And what the fuck? Okay, delete like 100 lines and then insert everything, and that's correct. And then we get actually, can we just get commit? ifs to never inline. Let's just call it that. I know it's not the right thing, but it just can't be fucked right now to properly document this. It's a private repository, so who gives a shit, right? Right, so that's nice. I should just reformat the entire thing in one go, but yeah, see that this is nice because we can see that they're all virtual, you know? That's nice. I like that a lot. I know it's not good practice or whatever, but you know, it's my code, it's my project. Who gives a fuck? Right. So, I wanted to make a little bit of a thing here that says singleton. Public, protected. Actually, that's gonna be private, not protected. See, that's one of those things that I never think about. This has to be. Wait, does it have to be private? No, it doesn't have to be private. So nothing ever inherits from this anyways. But if we ever decide that it should, then it won't break. So this way the application makes sense in itself, right? Like this makes sense in itself, and then we have the singleton down here. And that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Right, let me quickly check here. Do we have any viewers? Oh, hell yeah. Sweet. Welcome everybody. I just finished my coffee, but I'm already craving more. It's kind of yikes. But yeah, you can see if you won't, you know, if I wouldn't want this to be like that, I could always just separate these, and then it wouldn't do that like formatting thing. Maybe that's actually neat. Oh well, I'm not that much of a sucker for pretty code. That's a lie. That's straight up a lie. That's straight up a lie. Right. It's just making sure that I'm not dropping frames or anything, you see. Okay, I think what would be nice is, first of all, if I move this stuff up here. I'm sorry, I'm still new to this shit. I have to like make it all pretty for myself. And I don't want to use overlays and stuff. I tried. It's too much work. It's way too much work for me, and you know, I don't have multiple screens. I would if I have multiple screens. I would totally do that. Okay. I say I'm not a sucker for like nice looking stuff, but then I spent like 10 minutes doing this shit. Okay. Right. So now we can always grab the backend implementation from the application. Actually, we could just make that static. Oh wait, actually, we should make it a static const expression, because there's no way it can ever change. Hey, apparently potatoes. I remember you. Glad to see you here. This is ugly as all heck, but I'll just, oh god. Oh well. It does that automatically, so who cares? Right, so now we can access that from anywhere in the application. And we're gonna use this. This is always gonna be that, so fix me. This will always be SFML. Let me switch to this. Is there anything in here? Let's reformat the entire code. Oh yeah, this, we don't have that anymore. Right, so we're still working on the engine. I don't work on this outside of streaming. I thought about that a little bit, but I think if I stream it, I'm gonna have more like myself. It's more satisfying for myself, so. Okay, now what I thought is in the material, instead of having it be normally constructible, we're just gonna grab a, just make these protected, expose them using a template it. I thought about this, so let me quickly just write it down and then we'll see if I'm retarded. Actually, wait, we have one of those. We have that. It's called Oh well, it's actually not the one I want, so no, let's go with the one. We start from scratch. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, you learned you learned some stuff along the way, and now you just restart. I mean, that's what I've done with this project, right? I don't find it despicable in any way. So yeah, good idea. I mean, as long as you're not wasting, you're not wasting your time by redoing it. If it's bad code or if it's not future proof, just rewrite it. I mean, it's a hobby project, right? You're not getting paid by like, you don't have a deadline or anything, so might as well. Right, so what I want to do is so create is kind of a word that is material reference create. So create is kind of a yikes thing for me, right? I don't really like create as a word for this sort of thing, but I think right here it fits in because okay, so I have this thing called construct, right? Which is defined in global.h and in where is it? Memory.h actually, and it's basically just a construct basically is a. Let me quickly. Oh God. Oh no, there's something missing in my CLang format. Wait, hold on. I'll reply to you in a second. Okay, hold on. I quickly gotta fix this. Firefox. Why am I saying Firefox? Am I retarded? What do I want to know? CLang format. I'm retarded. Okay. I'm so confused. Okay, CLang format. No space. Behind. Yeah, after template. Because that is annoying as all heck. Oh boy. CLang 6 maybe? Template. Something. Space after template keyword. This is the one I want, and I don't want that, so false. Alright. Okay, thank you, and let's quickly add that to my official CLang format file. So I'm redoing this whole thing. Wait, git commit. Remove space from template after. Keyword. You can recycle some things like mistake and resource manager, my menu button classes. Yeah, see, I think I can recycle some stuff too from my old project, from the one that I showed like last stream. I hope so anyways, because there was so much work that I put in there. I mean, just ridiculous amounts of work. Oh yeah, this looks nice. I like this. That's a good formatting thing. Ooh. Right. So, it aligns all these and stuff like that. It's great. Okay. So the way construct works is it gives you back an own pointer. Now own pointers are cumbersome in the sense that they are heap allocated and whatnot. So I'm not sure I want that. See, there is no specific reason to have material. Well, actually, materials should probably be heap allocated. Wait. Yeah, see that. They should probably be heap allocated. Yeah. Should they? I don't know. See, that's the thing. Because I don't know. Materials are probably going to be pretty large with the texture and the color. So they should definitely be heap allocated. The thing is just that the heap allocation should happen in a very specific way. So let's go into memory.h and copy this. Basically just this entire thing. Actually, let's copy the entire thing. That's exactly what I need, because, you know, I mean, we need to like change this to not do all this crap and material. But like, now in here we don't want to just make a material on pointer like that. We actually want to figure out what the you see, I want to figure out what the I could do this with a lambda, but I think that's kind of overkill. So let's do that with let's not do that with a lambda. Let's instead do this with a bunch of ifs. Maybe switch. Actually, switch is perfect for this. So we can just say application back. So still gonna bite me in the ass, but oh well. Application backend implementation. So right, so we want case. Backend implementation. SFML. That's the only one we have right now. Break. Otherwise, default break and not impl. Okay. Right. So then we want to create a new SFML material. Now, again, this is what I deleted last time, so it's kind of yikes. You know, it's not really what I want to. But you know, if it does the job, I guess, you know. So yeah, so the reasoning here is that I want this to be. Oh wait, we need to return that. Let's return on Peter material. No Peter. That should work. Okay. Right. See, so the thing is here that the fuck? What was that warning? That was really fucked. Anyway, so what you can see here is that the we will return a different thing based on what we want. So we can't actually just construct a material. That doesn't work. That doesn't exist, right? The constructors are all protected. Instead, we just this pisses me off. All right, so this will scream anyways. So our search follows. Not implemented. Right. So right, so now we can create a material like that. Now we need to add the what I removed. Yeah, I removed last time was core rendering. No, core SFML. Wow, I'm really slow today. SFML material CPP. Right, I removed that because there was no apparent reason for it to be the way it was. Right, but with the texture we have a different story, because the texture itself will be heap allocated inside. It will be inside the material, so it won't be heap allocated. Hey, Sedhu12, welcome back. What's up, gamers? Okay. Right, so I think the texture shouldn't be heap allocated. It can heap allocate its pixels if it really wants to, but it kind of has to, doesn't it? Yeah, it has to. So I'm not gonna heap allocate the texture. Otherwise, we'll have like yeah, what's up, gamer? Well, you know, otherwise we have a material being heap allocated, which heap allocates a texture, which heap allocates its pixels. So you have like 3 allocations. Big yikes on that one. So can't do that, right? DOF depth of field or what exactly? I'm guessing with a depth buffer, but I have no fucking clue, honestly. I'm guessing the depth buffer and just blur, like blurring based on the depth buffer, just the same way you would do like other detection based on depth. You see what I mean? Not sure if I'm making sense. Oh, ray tracing is so much fun to play with. I tried, but I couldn't because I was kind of being retarded. I'll click on that. Risky click of the day. Come on. Oh, there we go. I was about to say. That's really cool. I'm so impressed by stuff like this. But like, I couldn't do it probably. Dude, there's this guy. No, thank you. I'm not gonna look at that right now. I need to get going with my project, but there's this guy on YouTube. What's his name? Something Shader Toy. The Art of Code. You know this guy? That's one guy I like a lot. He does a lot of explaining about like ray marching, ray tracing, all that good shit. He's really good. So it's pretty new. Yeah, it is pretty new. So I can recommend it. It's really, really helpful. I mean, I have no fucking clue about shader programming, but the little bit of clue that I have is from this guy, and he does some really amazing, like truly, really amazing stuff in my opinion. Like because he puts it in such short videos. I mean, ray marching simple shapes in 33 minutes. That's pretty good. I mean, you know, I don't have to read a fucking book for that. That's great. You know, I probably still do have to read a book actually. So, but you know, you see what I mean. I think I want this to be create instead of construct. It's kind of confusing if you think about it, but not too confusing in my books, anyways. Because there's create and there's construct, and construct makes a heap allocation, while create doesn't. So I think that's reasonable. We don't have a part of application in here, do we? We do not. We do not have application here. Right. Application. Were you here last time when I made everything a singleton? Wait, I don't recall if you were here or not. And come on, implementation as of now. Break. Whoops, break. And then at the we just return SML texture. Actually, why do we do this? We wanted args. So this is a variadic template. They're basically like var args in C, but type safe. So if that tickles your interest, it is really cool. I actually made a really neat string formatting thing using var args. I'll quickly demonstrate that to you guys if you want. Is anyone interested in seeing var args used for string formatting? Right, this is my way of running tests, which is really disgusting and ugly, but I just couldn't be bothered to set up a test framework right now. Right, so I can make a string, and I can construct it by saying string format hello world, and that works, right? With a I could put a character exclamation point. How about a hex format? Format it 0x dead beef. Right, so the thing here is, right, that we can construct a string format just by, like, it's basically like a format string, like a printf format string, but you don't have to specify the types in like a string, and it doesn't get evaluated at runtime or whatever. Like it still gets evaluated at runtime, but it's type safe, right? So if I put something here that I can't, like I could put another string here, but what I couldn't do is I could make like a class. I just have it like be here, existing or whatever, and like this right here. This should run. I'm not sure if it's currently fucked, but it's currently fucked, yeah. LV, yeah, there's something wrong with this. I don't recall what I did to this thing. I did some fucky shit to it, I think. I don't recall what I did to this. Well, let's not use hex format for now then. But you can use, you know, all the normal stuff. I'm still working on it, obviously, as you can tell. It's not. I'm not gay. Yeehaw, brother. That's pretty good. So you can also make this a string view, which is, not sure if you're aware what a string view is, but a string view is basically just a view into a character array. So it's like a string. It has a bunch of methods that a string also has. So we can go like size, chars is empty is valid, whatever. But yeah. Right, so let's try this. Please don't crash. It does. Okay. So this works. And yeah, I know there's a bunch of shit here that this has nothing to do with me. This is just the console being shit. So it obviously formatted it correctly, just put everything behind each other, right? So that's nice. Right. Now, the way this works is with variadic templates. Now this is fucky because basically it's recursive, so it eats away part of the strings. Right, so we start with this one. Then the first one gets eaten and the rest gets passed on to the next one, and so on and so on. Eventually we only have one left, in which case, I don't know which one gets called at the end. Can't be bothered to check right now. But basically they get variadic templates, so it gets passed on, and it passes a string builder too, which is an object that can that can basically work all sorts of things. It's pretty great. And yeah, pretty much. And then they internally use sprintf at the moment, but since this is statically typed, this is actually typed, you can't accidentally put something that isn't an integer in here. So what do you mean a new type for every combination? Yeah, basically it creates a new function at compile time of each combination of inputs, and then it optimizes it all the way again, right? So it can optimize this away really efficiently, so that you end up with just one long function call or whatever, right? Or like a few function calls. It's pretty great. So this cannot be optimized a fuck ton more, but I can't be bothered. I just like the interface of doing this without having to worry about, oh, am I doing the right type? Like, am I using the right formatting here or whatever? So, you know, that's basically how that works. And I mean, the string itself has a bunch of other things. So the string class, in case you're wondering, has end, find, size, begin, empty, split, equals, format, trimmed, ends with, hexified, replace, to lower, to upper, starts with, capitalized, substring, a string view, a substring view, to printable only, equals, case insensitive, and so on. There's a few more that I have planned, so it's way more powerful in an object-oriented way than the standard string. I know you can all do all these things with a standard string, but they're not member functions. They use, you know, like standard find and standard or whatever. There's like standard replace and stuff like that. And that's not nice, in my opinion. I don't like that interface, so I don't use it. So I use this in my game too. The string class is quite efficient. It's only a little bit slower than a standard string. It has small string optimization and everything. If I can just quickly plug my shit here, hold on. It has small string optimization. a string object is always, no matter what what is in it, always just what is it, 24 bytes. You know, with small string optimization, so 23 bytes of normal data fit into it, and if it doesn't, you know, if you try to fit in more than 23 bytes, then it kicks into small string optimization, and basically, yeah, well, it kicks, you know, the small string optimization doesn't hit anymore, and it just heap allocates it. No, the standard string has small string optimizations is extremely fast. I couldn't. I mean, there's multiple people that have attempted to make something faster. There's Folly string, which is pretty good. It's Facebook string implementation, but you know, it's kind of cumbersome to use. But you know, with small string optimization, that which standard string has, small strings just don't get, like, if I just say hello world, that gets completely, like this right here, what I just wrote a second ago. I don't remember where it is, but I fucking deleted it, didn't I? Great. The way it works is it just if it's less than 24 bytes, it just allocates it on the stack, which is normally, because that takes no time. And yeah, in stack performance, my string implementation is a little bit worse than standard string, and in heap allocation performance, it's about equal. It's slower, but it's about equal. It's, you know, it's not noticeable in any way. And it has a string view, which string view with any compiler optimization setting will get optimized away. Absolutely, there will be no trace of string view anywhere if you use it. Right? It will just string view will just get completely optimized away to just normal const char pointer. So, but with a nice interface. So, oh, that would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's not done, but it has a bunch of features. I have a lot of the roadmap already done. Yeah. Sadly, it's not, as I said, it's not tested well yet. I'll work on that. That's why most people don't use, like, that's why the people that I showed us to aren't using it, because it's like, it's not, there's no tests in it or whatever yet. The only way I can verify that works is by, you know, I know that works because I wrote the code and I know how it works, but I also know where it doesn't work, and that's something that other people don't, so yeah, it's not something that you can generally do, you know? Am I being big retarded right now? Oh, it needs to be static, doesn't it? Static. No? I don't understand how it works. Anyways. Right, so that's what I did, and I'm gonna use this in this engine too, so I was gonna talk about it either way at some point. So, can't escape it. I made some other things, like a vector thing, a maths vector thing. It's really slow though, so it's not really worth it. Oh, I know why it didn't work. Because we need to pass args. I love my variadic templates too much. It's kind of retarded. I use it for everything. That's probably a really, really bad idea. Yeah, sorry, where was that? That one, GLMC. Do you even have... Oh, sweet. Okay. Right, GLM is... Wait, GLM is C++, right? Yeah, it's a C++ one. Wow, okay. I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, that's nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let me just stalk you a little bit. It was fun. I like it. That looks like a fun time to read that shit. Alright, sweet. Okay. Though let's move on to this again. Yeah, yeah. I mean, templates were invented because people kept making template systems and see with defines and whatnot, so it's literally why. Okay, static texture create. I mean, var args exist, right? So you can just, how does that work again? You can just say like, then like pass it to a function by saying like that. But that's var args for you. I don't know if you know that. You probably do, but maybe other people in here don't know that. So that's a quick C a little C thing. I don't write C, so can't be fucked to actually know about this shit. But include SFML a texture. This seems fucky. I don't know if this is right. No, it's right. It doesn't take any arguments, which is... Wait. Yeah, right. Okay, so I wanted to completely get rid of this again. Because this doesn't work, right? So we want to get rid of it. We want to put all these to be virtual. Put this virtual. And I remember last time I reverted all this to not be virtual, and now I'm going to put it all to virtual again. I know it's kind of hypocritical, but oh well. I'm not here to make a good impression. I'm here to build a game, so whatever it takes, you know? Whatever it takes. Sweet. About that, yeah, that straight up doesn't work. Wait. Is there a way to just like do that number? No, okay, oh well. Right, so there's a bunch of these that are now not defined, and you know, that's okay. So all this work that I did last time is just completely fucked now. I don't really know. We can't define like a thing that... Wait, load from file path. Yeah, they're not about that. I think we need to fucking delete these then. Oh god, this will mess everything up again, won't it? Oh boy. We can make static ones though. Static texture reference load from file. Yeah, I think just having, instead of doing all this fuckery, we can just make a load from file. Static one. And a load from memory. Generic resource. Yeah, as I said, that link doesn't work, so I'm sorry I can't use that. Can't look at that. It's broken. It's broken, yes? Yes. And then we get rid of these. Don't work. Okay, it don't work no more, yes? Alright. Right, so load from file will just call uh, virtual void load from file becomes path reference. Same with memory, but with a generic resource. So, it's ugly. Is it an ugly interface, guys? What do you think? Is this an ugly interface to use? I think it's good because, yeah. Oh, makes it, yeah. I won't be looking at it for too long because I need to like get going. Right, I remember this. How does this work again? Right, like that, right? Yeah. How does that work again? Hold on. There was a thing here. How does that work? Oh, there we go. You need a repeater or some shit. Oh, it works alright. 22, 28. Why the fuck would you make templates? I'm crying. Yeah, exactly. Defines. That's what I meant. That's exactly why. That's exactly what C++ wanted to stop, because this shit isn't type safe. Like it is, but not really. It's like it's can't like really specify. The biggest thing was partial specialization, but I think I'm not sure. I like partial specialization. I'm not sure how you would do that. So. Because you can't have like two with the same name, and like, Oh well, that's nice. It's really neat. I think I enjoy it a lot. Okay, well I need to get going, so. Right, so create from file, load from file, whatever. Yeah, these need to be like create. And this is just texture. Switch. Application. Backend implementation. It's not right. I want these to be relative paths. It's important. Case. Backend, whatever. Backend implementation, SFML, break. No, I need to get this thing. Like I need to get some work done on this engine because I only work on it on stream, so I have to kind of get going on that. Yeah, sure. I'll join a Discord server. I'll do that. Basically just copy this entire thing, slap it in here and make it load from memory. Oh, I was in that Discord for a long time, and then I wasn't anymore. Yeah, I wasn't here before. I have been in here before. Right. Right, I'll look at that later. Thank you. Alright, so we have those two. Oh, we need to return that. I almost forgot about that. Shit, we need to like... Fuck, okay. Huh? No, I didn't leave. I didn't leave. I did not leave. Lazy. No, I'm pretty sure I'm still in. But thanks for the concern. Right, text. Right, we can't bind to unrelated type because the SFML texture. No, that should work. I'm not sure how we can do this. Obvious, anything actually like. We need to make this a pointer, don't we? Yikes. I don't want to heap allocate this shit though. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh boy. This is probably the best way to do it then. I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm in here, so. I've been in here before, like my old account is still in here, so. My old account is, where is it? It's gonna be offline though. Maybe not actually. Maybe I left it. Oh well. Yeah, I had to change. Right, so the how do I do this if I don't want to have it guess I'm gonna have to go with a generic fucking onputter then. It's gonna slow the game down significantly if we create a lot of textures. I guess it's okay though, like it's not gonna be at the end of the world, but in that case we have to rename it as construct from file and construct from memory. We don't actually, we don't. Fuck it. Okay, we're just gonna do that. And then we'll just give that to these and just say they're objects. Fuck it. Object cast seeder with SFML texture override. That's pretty much what I want. So see the thing is here that this will allow us to just define random constructors whenever, like however the fuck we want, and that's great. So I can just have them like be like const path reference and const. Oops. Okay, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Generic resource. A generic resource is just a void pointer, pretty much. But a pretty one. It's really pretty and stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at that for now. Right, so we're looking at making these like this. So let's just make load from file. Generic resource. Load from memory. Res. And M texture has to be existent for now. It doesn't seem right to me. Why does this? Okay, you know there's a limit to fucking hell. There's a limit to how much actually it needs to be a ref pointer because we want to have it not get deleted. Oh god, there's so much going on. You have to implement all these as well. That's gonna be fun to do. So let's quickly separate these a little bit. Format that shit. Great, looks good. I like it. Add definition, add definition, add definition, add definition again, and once more. We're good. It's gonna be return texture, size, width, the X. That's exactly why I'm writing a wrapper, because this is really fucking annoying. Get size? What? Like, really? Texture, set size. Is there no set size? Oh well, I guess that doesn't exist then. You know, set width shouldn't be supported. Set height also shouldn't be supported. That's such a weird thing to do. Why did I choose these? You can't set the width and height of a texture. It's loaded from memory, you fuck. Who thought of this? This is retarded. Alright. Pixel at... Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so path, generic resource. Okay, we're gonna rough pointer. I'm sorry. Damn, I just got called by someone. Let me quickly check up on them. Okay. We can call construct. Then we can go back to our texture. Now this is getting all fucky, but just trust me, there's a point to this. So we have a text on putter texture return type for construct, static by the way, and that's gonna grab the args by L value reference, put them in here like that. Actually, can we just define it outside, please? I don't want to have it in there. Thank you. Okay. That's not a thing. Okay. Also, this is not right. Switch application. Backend implementation. I've been writing this so much just now. Case backend implementation. SFML. Break. We want to. What do we want to do in case of SFML implementation? We want to say f SFML texture. Wait, actually, just return SFML texture. Create a construct. Standard forward args. Boy, if this works, I'm gonna actually scream. But so now we can just construct. Let's quickly see if it compiles at least. Would be magic. Oh no, of course it doesn't, because we don't have set textures override, but it doesn't actually override anything. Wait, really? Oh. I've been changing this around so much, but the reason behind that is that there's no way I can otherwise verify, like, okay, so I have to verify that these things will exist, then I'll have to verify that these things exist even when the, whatchamacallit, you know, when the instance of the material dies, we still want the texture and the color to exist, and, you know. It gets all fucky, let me tell you that much. Right. Actually, this would have been fine, right? Yeah, this would have been fine. What the fuck am I doing? Let's try that. See, this is why shit takes forever for me. Exactly why shit takes forever for me. Texture. SFML texture. Oh, yeah, that would have been smart not to fucking. Okay, there we go. And yeah, that'll do. That will do it. All right. Okay, let's see if this is pretty. If I move it outside, or if it's gonna complain. It is going to complain, but let's see how much. This too. For fuck's sake, come on. We need this as well. Wait, did the music stop? I don't like when the music stops. It's always such a critical time. Normally means I'm not funny, so. Yep, music stopped. Okay, let's put it on a different one. Okay, the person who called me was like, oh, bruh, I'm in school, I didn't call you. And I'm like, okay, but okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. This is fine, I'm not crying. Shit. Set height, set width don't exist. They're not a thing. Material. Oh, this shit doesn't exist. The reason I even had this in the first place was that I thought it would be fun and quirky. Right. Unpair texture. Right. Set texture is going to take the texture that we give it. It's going to say M texture standard move text. There you go. Looks about right, doesn't it? I think it does, I don't know. Let's maybe move pure virtual shit below here. This gets all kind of confusing, you know, because there's so much stuff I need to kind of worry about, or maybe not worry about actually, you know. So there's just so much shit. honestly, I'm kinda over it. They need to exist, but they don't need to be like that. They need to be like on better texture and color. That's fine. And then both. Actually, this needs to be LLE reference. I might be fucking retarded right now, so don't like wait until this breaks before you say that I'm retarded. Okay. Right, so text texture text standard move. I might be retarded actually. I might this might all be just fucking. No. Too much overloading. Fuck overloading. Come on, get out. We only need this. We need a texture and a color always. I don't care what other things I might want. Just apply an old putter. If I really feel like it. Right? right? Hello? Help? Okay. We always want both of those. Again, this might be stupid. This might be completely god-awful, retarded, whatever, you know. Actually, we don't need to make these. We don't need to make these pure. Or, like, virtual at all, but... so return texture. Why does it want a rough putter? Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm so goddamn dumb. Yeah, it doesn't get that, it just gets a raw putter. A reference. See, this is why I keep going back and forth, because I'm not thinking when I'm talking sometimes. I had this exact same problem like last time, and I was like, oh, now it's fixed, and this time I just go, oh, that's retarded, let's fix it, and I mess it all up again. Right, so texture reference, there we go. And return texture dereferenced, obviously. Return color and return. Actually, this is gonna just say color is color. I might have to use like swap or some shit for the on putter for the texture or whatever, but that's okay the way it is right now. I don't really mind that. Again, these don't have to be on putters, they could be rough putters. Do I care? I don't know. Probably should. Texture does that thing. So now this material, oh god, I swear to god, this is so awful. Interface is garbage, yeah, I agree. That interface was proper garbage. Wait, these are not mandatory, so we don't want to override them. This doesn't exist, this doesn't exist. SF texture. That's actually a nice idea to have these like SF texture. These calls that just make it easier for us to access the texture and whatever behind something. That's pretty great. You know, just don't mind all these. They don't know what they're doing. Okay. Does 2SF color not exist? It does in SFML backend. No? Oh, they exist in here. Yikes, okay. Let's pollute the namespace. Heck yeah. Just the way I like it. Do you have to mark these extern? Does anybody know if we need to mark these extern? I never fuck with statics. So. I think we need to. I don't actually know, but it looks nice this way, I guess. No? I'm pretty sure I had an issue with that before and it gave me weird errors. Yeah, if I'm gonna do it like this, it should work. So, let's just do it like that. Yeah, it is, but there's also... Yeah, you're right, it's when it's defining another C++ file or another translation unit that isn't... Right, yeah, you're right, sorry, I forgot about these. This should be const expression. No, whatever, right? Like, I can't be fucked to do them like them. Yeah, you're right, but then... See, I get confused with this shit. I get so confused with this shit. And these don't have to be static, right? The implementation doesn't have to be just a declaration. Not that retarded, right? Help. Okay. Thanks. Okay, I don't know what this is. We don't declare materials like that anymore. We do not do that anymore. Oh, hello Knops, what's up? What's happening, gamer? Okay, so the material itself gets constructed using that, so we don't really have to worry about material itself. Well, actually, material itself has to be constructible. The same way SFML texture has to be constructible. Hold on, it's not. It has to be public constructible, right? I'm not retarded. Yeah, because then texture calls construct on it with new. That's how dare you assume. Oh, you know, it's just that name is just such, you know, such a gamer name, so much strength and raw power, you know. Sweet. Okay, so now, what the fuck am I doing? Great. Okay, so these go there. Do I need to define? Do I need to define pixel at? I'm pretty sure I don't have to. Wait. I do have to. Yikes. Okay, I really have to. I didn't want to. I don't want to do that. Okay, return m texture. Get. Fuck. Yikes. Do we not have a like as like get what can we get? Mipmap, native handle. Fuck. Like, am I being retarded, or is there no way to do this? I guess an SFML texture should have a image, right? Instead, because images can do that. At least the asserts get prettier. That's something. Yes, I'm using SFML as the graphics API, I guess, which uses OpenGL. So basically I'm using OpenGL, but with a neat little wrapper, so I don't have to worry about it at this point. Fuck, read only. Oh god. I'm really trying to make this too easy for myself. Yeah, it's great for 2D games, for like especially for prototyping, which is pretty much what I'm doing. I'm getting a minimum viable product, and then I can, you know, switch it all to be a raw OpenGL or Vulkan or fuck off, whatever, you know, Metal. No, thank you, but you know, I wouldn't like that. So I think my texture needs to. Even though my system looks a little bit like Mac, it's not even close. Because it doesn't, you know, I have to pay for it. Like, retarded amounts of money and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, you know... I mean, make one. Can't be that hard, right? It can't be that hard, he said. Making a fucking... Trying to make a game. Texture. I need to implement them because they're pure virtual. Let's put them here. That's literally that's literally my view on life. It's just like, oh, it can't be too hard, right? Like it's been done before. It can't be too hard. And so far I've been right, so I'm good. Like I'm feeling pretty good about that get pixel XY. Right, I need to do color tmp.ar tmpg tmp rgb a. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I mean, that's I think that's most programmers that just overcomplicate things most of the time. I mean, there's a difference between overcomplicated and over-engineering. You know, you can overcomplicate something, which doesn't mean it's bad. It's just, you know, more complicated than it has to be. But you know, you can always over-engineer and just get hit, like with like this big. At some point, you just get hit with that much technical debt and shit because you over-engineered the wrong parts or whatever. So yeah, too much of anything isn't good. That's true. That's true. I mean, the way I'm making this game is so over-engineered, but I just like that about it. I like over-engineering things a little bit. Like, you could write this in one C, you know, you could write this in C with OpenGL and just raw OpenGL calls, just one big C file if you wanted to, but you know what I mean? So it's not nice, is it? So I don't want to do that. Right. Oh, I'm so abstracting the shit out of it. Oh, you don't even know. You do not even know. Holy shit. Literally, look at this. My main.cpp works like this. This is my main. This is my main function. Yeah. And this is how I create a new entity at this time. And this is ugly. This is not actually how I'm gonna do it, but there's a lot of template programming going on. There's a lot of, you know, this is how I define a new entity. Yeah. For me, it makes sense. It's how I like it, and C++ offers very minimal overhead for this shit, so it's great. G, call B, call A. But you know, this, as I said, this is the way I like it, and it's making it really easy to expand upon, and yeah. I have not heard about lolcode. Oh, that shit. Oh no. Oh no. At least with syntax heading you could maybe read it, but oh for fuck's sake, no. Oh, I just have to pass color, don't I? Yeah, see, I made this way harder than it has to be. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's literally not gonna happen ever. You need a massive team and stuff, so yeah. I mean, I'm making an RPG, so I think an RPG is pretty, you know, if it's 3D, that's only a little bit of a step from 2D. You see. Yeah, I used to help people here so much. It's oh hell yeah. Hey, that's me. That's my stuff. Whether you want to locate it on the heap or the stack, depending on the size of the string, pretty much. Oh, yeah, it's a 2ED engine, yeah. Well, it's gonna not care that much, but it's gonna be 2D mostly, yeah. I mean, you could always just change it to be 3D, but like, yeah, that wouldn't be too much work since it's so abstract. Yeah, voice acting, all the, you know, all those assets and stuff. It's good to have people who can do that, but you can find people who are really good at it for free. Like they literally work for you for free just because they want experience. That's you can find those people. Not that I'd recommend it. They're probably, you know, they're probably not that great, but you know, it's a, yeah, it's a balance. But I think yeah, you don't need them at the beginning, but it's definitely a good idea to have them. The people. I said I wasn't gonna stream for long, but I'm already here for like an hour 30. No, it's not shady. I mean, it's shady if you say you are going to pay them and then don't. But if you say like, hey, I'm not gonna pay you, but if you want to help me with this little hobby project and like, you know, maybe it's a passion project for them too, you know. There is you know, if you get someone excited for a game, they might work on it for free if they just want to see it happen and they're just invested in it. But and you know, obviously nobody's gonna work full time for that. But it's gonna be super slow. But if you need someone to make some assets, you know, you're not relying on time. And sometimes people just want to be part of a bigger thing, and you know, maybe you say like, okay, if the game ever makes money, I'm gonna pay you or whatever. I've seen a lot of projects out that do that. Not that I support it, but it definitely works. I'm not saying it's good, but it works. People do that. a lot of people are willing to do that. Yeah, exactly, time. And if you just say, okay, my free time when I would be just modeling hobby projects or just, you know, maybe making music for fun or whatever, and instead I just make stuff for a game that I'm invested in personally, like, you know, it's great. I work for a project like that as a programmer. Well, as a programming, as like a tech lead, basically. I don't program, I just tell them what to do. And like I spend maybe half an hour per week on that, but you know, I don't get paid, so that's about the amount of time that you'll get from someone who doesn't get paid. But you see, if you have a lot of those people, that it works out. Okay, so we got SML texture gets created using that, and then we create it using construct. Oh, it's a pretty big team. It's a pretty big team. So, yes, it's 5, 6 programmers, 12 modelers, some. There's some sound people there as well. But basically, I just wanted them to call me tech lead for the meme. Oh yeah, no, that's exactly why I told them to call me that. They don't know about it, but I was like, yeah, that's exactly yeah, exactly, that's exactly what I was going for. I made them call me tech lead. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's great. It's so good. Yeah, I made them make me a role called tech lead and everything. It's really cool. It's really funny. Like most of the programmers don't know how to program, so you know. And yeah, Knopf's exactly the programmer that tells everybody what to do, and it's just like, you know, I can just sit back and say like, oh, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. They have to like, fix it. It's great. Not that they really program that much. They're just like, oh no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on the weekend. I'm gonna do it on the weekend. They don't do it. So, you know, they're the kind of people that I had to teach how to use GitHub, like Git and GitHub. Like, you know, they didn't know how to do like, you know, this, you know. So, which is fine, but yeah, I had to teach them how to clone a repo. I mean, come on. Like, come on, what the fuck? All right, like, not that everybody knows it, but like, come on. Like, at least you can like research it yourself and like figure it out yourself, right? Nope, apparently not. Yeah, me too, actually. I'm a uni student too. First semester, actually. Computer science first semester, in case you were wondering. Oh, you would be surprised how many universities don't teach shit that you need in real life. Like Git. What is this? We don't have these anymore. Well, not right now, like at this time I'm sitting at home, but I go to university every day, yes. Yeah. So in that sense, yes, I'm in uni right now. Material doesn't have a default constructor. Yeah, we know. We know that. Let's not do this. Does material have to be constructed using an on-pointer now? It has to be. Shit. This is gonna get messy if what I'm doing doesn't quite work. Yeah. Yeah, first semester, so first half year. Yeah. The first half of the first year, so we're at 5 years or whatever. I've been programming for 5 years, right about there. I'm turning 21 this month, and I started when I was like 15, so like somewhere on. I didn't keep track. So start with CMD, you know, CMD, Microsoft command line shit, batch and shit, like bat the bat. I don't even. It's not even programming language. Scripting shit. Then went on to Python. C#, and then like end of last year, beginning of this year, C++. So yeah, been a bit of a journey, yeah. But now I'm teaching people how to do their goddamn how to do their assignments. Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's really funny. They're starting from scratch with C++. It's really funny. So I have this, which is all my solutions for university assignments, and we have this big Telegram group, right? And some like I shared this repository for my solutions for these like the assignments, the programming assignments. No, wait. You'll understand in a second why this isn't a problem. So I've given like a handful of people this link, and a few days after I give a handful of people this link, I see shit like, what is this, 700 views on this fucking repo? Look at that shit. They've been sharing that shit around so good. Look, like today was day 2. Today morning was where a lot of people had to complete the assignment. So look, yesterday evening, fucking 19 people going here being like, oh shit, how do you do this? Like, where they like, we had to like take our website and like replace some shit in it with C++. It's really boring. Like in HTML, we just have to like, basically we have to parse the website and replace all percentages with a string and all dollar signs with a string. It's really simple, right? But yeah, they're really impressed, which is super funny. Super funny to me. And this is the dirtiest fucking code I've written in a long time. And then there's offline tasks as well. There's one that they're so disgusting. The way I solve these is so goddamn disgusting. You would not believe it. Oh boy. Because these you don't have to show to anyone. Basically just plug these into a test, and if the test succeeds, you're good. So there's a few where I just use standard algorithm. I abuse it so hard because I don't want to. Yeah, here. Standard reverse. To reverse a string. We had to reverse a string, so you see. Yeah, exactly. No, and so the reason why this isn't bad, right? Because you would think, okay, well, you know, that's retarded because then a lot of other people don't have to do the assignment. Well, the thing is, my uni is a bit like, they're very practically oriented. So you have, you know, you get a certain date where you have to go, and you show that your code works, and you explain every single line of code, what it does, you know, why you did it, all that to a person. And so if you didn't write the code and you just copied from someone, you're fucked, right? So if you copied from someone and you already know everything, then it doesn't matter either way, right? And the important part is just like whatever program you have, if you wrote it yourself or not, you can explain everything about it. And so yeah, that's why I don't add comments, because that would help them do that. So, you know, no, I'm not fucking people over. Everybody knows that. But if they're stuck, like, you know, how do you replace something in a string or whatever, like, you know, there's this replace function that replaces a specific character with a string, right? Yeah, no, I know, but still, it's like, this sort of thing is why they're looking at it. They're not sure how to do this or that, or, you know, how I handle input output and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. In university, that's the programming assignments. The other assignments are really difficult. They're like maths and shit, you know, practical computer science, whatnot, where you have to like build circuits and test them and shit. So that's a different story, obviously. But at least this one. How much I pay for that? Well, I'm from Germany, so I don't. I practically pay nothing for it. Right, so we move that. Is that right? Oh, okay, that's sweet. It's not completely free, but it's practically free. It's like 200 bucks a semester, so what, 400 bucks a year? Something like that. It's not much. Not much at all. That is very good, yeah, exactly. Yeah, move to Germany. Yeah. I feel like if it's shit, it's kind of yikes, but at the same time, it's like, doesn't really matter. Like, get a degree and get working. Like, I don't really know if it matters that much. That sometimes it's just shit. So material. Why can we not do this? Should probably look at the very top of this error stack. Let's look at the very top of this disgusting long error stack. Wow, it doesn't even go to the top. Yikes. Okay, boomer. I don't appreciate that at all. So it doesn't even go to the top of the... okay, there's too many errors apparently. Right. Can I build using this? No, can't. Okay. Well, then I have to do the old... Put all the errors into there, then vim. Unknown class name texture rendering SFL texture H. Whoops. SFL texture H. Texture H is not defined. Wait, no, what? Unknown class name. What? Oh no. Oh no, cyclic thing, dependency, whatever the heck. Shit. Shit. How does one solve this? It's disgusting. Can I literally just do... No, I can't do that. That's disgusting. That's a pointer, right? So we can just get rid of this. Can't. Can I pre-declare it, please? God damn it. This will fuck it, won't it? This will definitely fuck it. Yikes. So instead we have to make it that this doesn't need that. Yikes. Is there no way to do this in C++? Are you serious? Can I not do this in C++? That's such a scam. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on. Oh boy. Fuck it. I really can't, right? There's no way to do this. Ah, for fuck's sake. Ah, for fuck's sake. That means that this entire thing doesn't work. Unless I use... So SFL texture is inheriting. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, wait. I can literally just do this, but what is it called? Don't call me genius just yet, but pretty sure if I do this for both of them, they will work. I don't know. Oh, it's called image. Wait, does that already work? There's no way this works, right? That would be so fucked if this works. Yeah, no. There's no way to do this. Right. Oh well. The ugly way then. Yeah, no, the thing is, I can't cast it if I can cast it, right? But I'd have to create it as an SFML texture first, right? Like I know that I can pass it in as a texture, that's all fine, right? But right here, I'm creating a texture by creating an SFML texture and casting that into a texture and then returning the texture. Right? So I'm literally, I'm casting, but I have to cast the other way at first so that I can later cast it back. Right? That is a valid thing. Well, this has to be a member of texture. We only want to include texture. We don't want to include anything else. So we can't really do that. And since it's a template, it has to be defined in the same translation unit it's declared in. As far as I know. It's okay though, I think this is gonna solve it, but it's kinda yikes, but who cares? I certainly don't care enough to really like flesh this out right now, to be honest with you. Like this is literally what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make it a function call, not use this in here, make a function in here that does that, and I'll be good. I appreciate your help, but I think I'm just a bit retarded. Actually, let's just return a raw pointer. Fuck it. pointer new SFML texture path. These are not right. The signatures aren't right, But hell yeah! I actually have a wrapper for a raw pointer. That's how you know that I'm serious about abstraction. Hey, you think raw pointers are cool? What do you think of? Oh yeah. Oh, a wrapper class around a raw pointer? Heck yeah, dude. Type safety all the way. I mean, how else am I gonna get pointer.isNotNull, you know? To check whether it's null, right? How else? How else should I? How else do you do that? I don't. If it's null, and it's not null, you know, just in case. just in case. Disgusting levels of abstraction. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you why this is okay though. Let me show you why this is okay. Let me show you why this is okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm gonna get lynched for this shit. Okay. Oh, it does not let me. Oh, fuck, I'm retarded. Oh, hold on. There we go. Actually, I know this leaks memory. I know this leaks memory. Don't worry about it, okay? It's just, okay, you know what? Let's not leak memory. This just for you guys. I'm not gonna leak memory this time. There we go. Break this side. Look at that. Look at that optimization. Disgusting. Disgusting. Look at that. That's that's why it's okay to do that in C++. Look at that disgusting piece of shit. It literally doesn't care. Like, that's what happens at optimization level 2. Or 1 even. I think Clang doesn't do that at 1. Yeah, see, if we only optimize, if we optimize not at all, we get this obnoxious monstrosity piece of shit, right? But I'm not going to do that because I'm not, you know, I'm not like that. I'm going to optimize level 1 with GCC. Will do that. I've studied this. Okay, listen, I know what I'm doing. So GCC on optimization level 1 will do this. Clang will do it. Clang will do it on optimization level 2. So we're good on that front. So, you know, this is disgusting, right? But you gotta give me that it is pretty fucking cool, right? Like, I can just say, like, include IOStream, right, real quick. So let's output some stuff here, right? So let's go standard cout. MC dot is null, right? This will show us whether MC is null, right? So that's cool, right? Or what else do we have? And this is all just OStream shit, right? This is all just IOStream stuff that happens. You know, doesn't matter what I put in here. So, like this this line of code doesn't appear. Listen. What kind of smart ass are you, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean I can just do my class pointer? and then just do that. Listen. Do I look like? Why does this not compile? Oh, it does. Okay. Let's just quickly get rid of the iOS stream again because that's overhead. That works too, right? But the thing is, right, and I'll show you why this is different. Why does it take so long? Anyways, right. So this is cool and all, but if I have x or like int x is 3, y is 3, then if I do, yeah, no, that doesn't actually make a difference at all. I can even do auto pointer. Yeah, I can. But see, okay, listen. This is way cooler. This is just so much cool. I don't know what you're talking about. It's literally so much cooler. Look at that abstraction. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and look at this. There is like implicit conversion and shit. Oh yeah. Look at this. Listen. That's amazing, okay? That is more than incredible. That is more than incredible. You don't even understand. You don't even understand, right? So this not only does this provide... Listen. Oh, guys, come on. Listen. Raw pointer is type safe. Okay, listen. Wait. Before you say anything, it's type safe. And it immediately takes a type safety and throws it out the window. Isn't that great? Like, have you ever seen something like that in another language? It just takes a type safety, right? And then allows implicit conversion to anything. Just doesn't care, right? Like we could even, I think this would be really complete if I did like type name whatever, right? And then just have like wait, how does that work? Whatever, right? Right. So that way we could really, I don't know why this is throwing errors at me, but literally something. Oh yeah, right, because we don't have that. This is literally perfect. You can put any pointer in it. You can pull any pointer out of it. It gives you the exact same problems that normal pointers have, right? There's zero difference. It gives you all the problems that you have, all the unsafety that you have with normal pointers, but they're pretty and stuff. You can type like templated raw pointer, and also it takes way longer to compile. It just means that your program is just like girthier, you know. Girthiness of a program really just the only measure of girthiness of a program is just how long it takes to compile. Like the more templates and shit that you can cram into it, it's just, you know, just adds to it, you know, it just adds to the feeling of control that the language gives you. You know, I want just want C++ to spank me, you know, that's just what I want. I want my CPU to overheat trying to compile all this templated garbage. Oh my god. Pointer to pointers? What do you mean? What do you mean that doesn't work? Of course it works. Like what? Like what? Like wait, hold on. Listen, you don't understand. Oh wait, that doesn't actually work. Yeah, never mind. Doesn't actually work. My abstraction is perfect. Shit. Abort. Stop the stream. Okay. No, I know this is absolutely ridiculous. The reason I have this is for two reasons, okay? let's be real here. The reason I have this is for two reasons. I have this for void pointers, so that I can do void pointers that aren't like quite void pointers, right? So I can store, maybe I want to have a void pointer, and then I would add a method that I have here in fixme that does all the reinterpret cast shit, right? So you could just say like, you could just say like my pointer dot as I don't know, class thing, whatever, and that would give you back that pointer casted to that classing, and that would just add syntactic sugar to remove all the reinterpret cast and whatever. That's the real reason the raw pointer exists, but that's boring, so let's stick to it being necessary for absolute abstraction. I actually use it somewhere in this project. I don't remember where, but I use it somewhere. Yeah, stuff like that, exactly. So a lot of like reinterpreting and stuff, I can do that with that, and especially void pointer. One thing that uses that is generic resource, which gives you back a void pointer. Like the data that it stores, it can give you that back as a void pointer. And exactly that's what it's for. It's for loading a generic resource into memory, holding onto it, and giving you a kinda type-safe way of accessing that. Right, like not disgusting way, like a uniform way of accessing it, so you can't fuck up accessing it as a texture or whatever, right? That's the idea. That's why we pass a generic resource everywhere here. That's why it's always an option instead of a path. So you can just keep a generic resource in memory and use it in different places and whatnot. The music stopped. That's ironic. Right. So yeah. So that's why it's useful. The reason why I have a lot of this abstraction that I have like in memory, where I just basically, my ref pointer is a standard share pointer, and my own pointer is a standard unique pointer. The reason for that is simply that I want to be able to change the implementation later without changing my entire code, because I'm probably not going to use standard unique pointer for, well, maybe standard unique pointer, but I'm probably not going to use the ref pointer or whatever the way it is. So I might just remove this, add my own interface, because I might want to optimize it for rapid construction or rapid destruction or, stuff like that. So that's why I have that abstraction layer between me and the standard library. Same with and the entirety of global.h, all these usings which just grab the standard, the STL, standard template library implementations of like vector, unordered set, unordered map, array. So I can override these later with my own classes that might be good at specific things. For example, vector, standard vector is nice, but I might want a vector that is that always reserves tons of space, right? So that by default just reserves a whole fuckload of space, because I might want that, because this, RAM might be easier to get by than CPU power or whatever in a specific scenario. Or I might want specific, or I might want my array to have specific sorting methods, or stuff like that. So practice. It's kind of depressing that I have design patterns. It's amazing. It's an amazing book which teaches you a lot about like the meta side of it. So what is it called? Design patterns. This right here. It's a really good book, and I can recommend it. And oh, it's actually on Google. That's nice. I didn't have to buy it, but it's a lot more nicer as a book, I think. Yeah, and so this is about like coding in the terms of like it doesn't matter what language you're writing in, right? And then also just writing a lot of code, just every day going and writing a little program, just random shit. I mean, if we go, what kind of programs do I have alone on this new PC? I have so much shit on this new PC. an emulator for chip 8, well, thing that times your code, text editor, you know, little games, no graphics things. I mean, just stupid shit in Python, like, you know, you type in a text and it does something funny with it. Just, you know, just a few years of doing that shit, and you just get better over time, I guess. I haven't really read any other books. There's a good book I have that is on C++ game programming. I haven't read it yet. Should probably do that. It walks you through making a game from scratch with SDL and OpenGL, and it goes all the way to from nothing to like a 3D game with walking around and, like, you know, animations and whatnot. So it's quite nice. It's quite a nice book. I haven't read it entirely yet. I have like only read the first few chapters because I got bored. Honestly, I'm not the person for reading a lot. I have to like do things, right? And you know, normally when I read a book like that, I just get inspired and I just walk off. And yeah, I guess it was just trial and error. Yeah. For a few years, like for probably 3 years, I've tried to get into C++, and every time, you know, every time I arrive at the step where someone tells you to not use using namespace standard, you know, at that kind of step where, you know, or they use stuff like you know, shared predator. It's always infuriating when you do that. When you see that as a new person, you're like, what the fuck does that mean, right? And I'm someone that doesn't want to use things that I don't understand. So I want to understand things before I use them, because I don't want to mess up or whatever. So I had to just write a lot of really bad applications using completely raw pointers and shit before I realized, okay, there's a point to standard shared pointer and whatever. And so I started using that, and I started to get into the standard library. And, you know, I had to realize how disgusting it was not to use the standard library before I realized how to use the standard library, and that I should use it and whatnot. So yeah, pretty much. I think we have the same issue with material now, don't we? No, we don't. Oh, we do. We do have the same issue with material. That's okay. We know how to solve it now. A material pointer, new SFML, material. And it always wants an unpattern texture and a color color reference. That way, just use that here. Oh, I love the standard library. Holy shit, it's such a blessing that that shit exists. I mean, you know, Boost exists and whatnot, but just being able to just in any project, anywhere, just go, hey, I'm using string, I'm using array, I'm using map, and just starting to write code is great. Even if I prefer to do it like this, where, you know, I alias them and to later replace them if I have something better, but yeah. Just great, you know. Couldn't tell you something that's more convenient than the STL. Okay, text call. Okay, return new SFML material text call. Standard move. Right. This has to actually have a constructor, that would be nice. That uses a... What's the thing here that we want? This. We want the signature pretty much. Oops. Hold on, I'll read your message in a sec. I'll quickly gotta concentrate on this garbage. I think I forgot to do this on the texture, didn't I? I should really overwrite move. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing the whole using and aliasing thing. It's because I might want to make my own standard library implementations of things to be optimized exactly just for this game. Because I smell already that there might be a problem if I don't. And so this should work. Now let's save everything and try that again. Primitives.h. Unknown type name material. Wait. What? Why? Wait, why? Why the fuck? There's no reason for us to not. Yeah, it does, but you know, it's an open source project for now, so it's probably gonna always be. I don't know, maybe not, but yeah. If someone wants to implement the standard library again, that's fun. There's also this great guy, Andreas Kling. He makes an operating system. He's making an operating system, a Unix one. It's pretty great. Runs pretty nice. I like it. I like it a lot. By the way, look at this contribution history. Holy fuck. Right. So he has. Where is it? So this guy is making Serenity OS, and he has this AK thing where he basically re-implemented a fuckload of things. Like he implemented all these, like, you know, vectors and all pointers and like on pointers, ref pointers, string builders, everything. I mean, it's fucking, it's kind of mad. And they're good. They have a really nice interface. It's this one. And the guy that does it is Awesome Kling, this guy here. Oh shit, that doesn't work. Fuck off. Can I not just do this? Yeah, this guy. He is not getting paid for it at all. He's making it as a hobby project by himself. And, yeah, it's a hobby project. He just one day was like, the operating systems we have today are not fun anymore, so he makes one that's fun to use, and it is fun to use. I like it a lot. He has a YouTube channel where he, it looks all retro and it's super modern. Like, it is modern. It's completely in C++, right? But it looks really old. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Obviously, it's buggy as heck at the moment. You know, it's one person working full time, like not even full time on it, and there's a few people that help. So he has a YouTube channel, Andreas Kling here. This one, it's really good. He live streams him, not live streams. He records himself coding, like OHS hacking, for example. Here, there's this one where he, yeah, you see, it's very specific stuff. It's really interesting. He explains it all. He explains everything he does. It's super interesting. And I mean, making an operating system itself isn't bad, isn't that hard. It's just a commitment, you know. You have to really commit. I mean, years to it. It's mad. so let's see. Like technically, it's just another software, right? Like there isn't anything special to it. It's just software, right? But there is certain, it's so much, so many areas that you have to know about. It's so much stuff that you have to consider, and you know that as I said, it's a commitment, the commitment part. Nobody's that fucking committed. Exactly. So that's the mindset I like. That's the mindset I really like. So why does material H not get found? What is that about? Can we, at this time, can we just run it like this, or? I don't understand why this fucking Terminator thing, wait. Dot config. Wait, is there dot Terminator? No, config. There it is. Wait, is there no, well, oh wait, there's probably a setting in here. So used to editing in there. Well, those are compile time errors, so there's not much I can do about that in terms of logging. I have a logging system, but, as I said, there's not much I can do about that. It's 500 lines? What the fuck? Infinite scrollback, who gives a shit? I have RAM out the ass. Okay, who cares? Okay, can I just restart this real quick? Fucking 100 lines of 500 lines, what was it? That's retarded. Do I look like I need like to protect my memory from a few lines of fucking code? Oh my god. Dungeon engine. Gimme. Hell yes. Give me the errors. Oh, standard library. I love it. Just love it so much. See, that was enough. Infinite was enough. You have to pre-declare it here. Oh, actually we don't. I messed that up, didn't I? Guys, come on. I'm new, alright. Texture has to be, actually we can just include that. Wait, we are including that. Wait, what is happening? What is happening? Wait, but we are including texture right here. That makes me actually think, is this Clang? This is Clang, right? Better be Clang. It is, okay. Like, we can switch to G++ and see if that throws any more useful errors at us. First of all, it's like 10 times more. I have a feeling it doesn't actually change the compiler if I type this in. Oh well. Oh well. Fucking hell. I'm so confused as to what the errors actually are here. Like, what is the problem? Because we have texture declared, it's right there. So material is declared, it's right there. Whoa. Wow. Big dum-dum. Yeah, of course I'll declare this before the fucking class declaration. Fuck me, that's... Nobody saw that. 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 Okay. I'm not retarded. I'm just acting for views. That's it. I'm just acting all of this because I want more views. That's totally it. I don't know what you're talking about, Knops. I don't know what you're talking about. So weird. I don't. Odd. Right. There it is. Okay, we already have a lot less. So, unknown type name texture. Use your mean SF texture. Where are we? Material age 18. Set texture. No, it's fucking with me. Come on. Come on. No, there's no way. Come on. It must be fucking with me. We don't need set texture. Who cares? I can't set the texture. It's a material, has a texture attached. I can't set the texture. God damn it. What, do I look like a retard to you? Don't answer that. Don't answer that, please. My self-esteem, no. Oh, only 3 million errors. That's okay. Let's see. Texture age, great. This, boys and girls, is why you always run your code at least a little bit. Oh no, does application.h include texture somehow? Oh, no, please don't. Please don't tell me that. Please don't. Oh no. Yep, it does include texture. Over like the most fucked way possible. Through all these files, it includes texture. Like application includes window, which includes render, which includes backend, which includes sprite, which includes material, which includes texture. And that's why we can't include application and texture. Yeah, obviously, I mean, you have to be retarded not to like know that, right? God fucking damn it. Okay, application age. Fucking hell. Come on. Come on. Is there a way for us to not include window in here? Yeah, we don't care. We literally don't need that, do we? Not actually sure. Backend implementation is in window? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Yikes, let's put it in a renderer. Actually, that's been the problem all along. Let's just put it in global. Yeet. Can't be fucking bothered. I just want the shit to run for once. Oh boy, guys, come on. It's only a few more errors. Texture is an abstract class. Yeah, you don't say. Why does file.cpp have a texture? Oh, because of the... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's not right. That's not right. Return text. We gotta change this bad. Unbetter texture. Yeah, thank you very much. Whoops, what did I do? That's so cool. Didn't mean that, but that's pretty cool. Oh my god. Unbetter texture. Global if nothing else. Yeah, exactly. Global is where that shit belongs. It literally does, because it's important for all sorts of shit. Because all sorts of shit can have like whatever, you know? New SFL texture. Of course it's important, it's global. I love this chat, such a circle jerk, it's great. It's just fucked. It's just fucked. Love it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not gonna be, that's good. That's not gonna be, that's not gonna go right. That's not right. That's not right at all. God, yikes. I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm not saying that's a bad idea and you will lose your mind, but, you know. This will be fine. It's just a warning. Warnings don't mean anything. What the fuck? Get out of here. Come on. Get out of here. Shit. Immediately regrets all life decisions here. Fucking hell. Window to H, yes. Can we now please have the window back? Yes. Required, but no definition is available. Okay, no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just giving up at this point. Just giving up. I'm going back to university just about now. Yeah. Raw pointers just aren't C++, you know? What are you even doing if you're not, you know, using abstraction for pointers everywhere? What the fuck, you know what I mean? Just sad. It's just sad. I don't see the point. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta see that. I have to see that. Okay, hold on. What do we have here? Can I not zoom out? And then, okay. Oh, you didn't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no. Oh no. No, that's cute and shit, but what the fuck? What the fuck? That's not what I want. We want to return B. Oh. Oh, is it a pointer to a pointer or some shit? Oh no. Oh, it's not? What is it? Yeah, it is cool. Hold on. Actually. Oh shit. I'll save that. I need that in my life. I need that for reference, you know? Oh shit. Yeah, of course it's perfect, yeah. I'll just save it here, hold on. Looks about right. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, and I mean, also sometimes you just want a pretty interface for checking if something is null too. I mean, you know. Yeah, absolutely. Copy constructor of material. Because texture has a deleted copy constructor. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, we can't copy material. That's not a thing. We move it. Wait, we should be able to copy material though. Yikes. Okay, let's make a copy constructor. Fuck it. Wait, is it material that isn't? Yeah, it needs a. Wait, can we? Do we have to have that? Fuck, I don't understand. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what my raw pointer was about. So yeah. Why are we even copying the material? Maybe material should be ref pointer. Maybe texture should be ref pointer. I don't see the point in having this not point. I don't see the point. It's funny. So funny. It's just hilarious sometimes. The things I come up with are just so fucking funny. It just blows my mind. Ref pointer. Yeah, there's really no point to having this be owned pointer because materials shouldn't be owned by anything. They're just referenced. It makes it easier to like move that shit around as well. Let's see, where are we using that shit? Const ref better reference. That's really what we want. We want a const ref pointer here. And if this doesn't make sense to you, make sure to tell me so I can explain. But remember, the ref pointer is just a standard shared pointer. Okay. Then the material has a ref pointer to texture instead of an own pointer. And is that it? There's no way that's it. Ref pointer. Wait. Yeah. It's only a few more errors to go. Where the fuck mem? What? Oh. I knew I missed something. Only a few hundred more errors to go. Yikes. Okay. Well, this is normal. I mean, this is just these are not very severe errors. They're just kind of there. Material. Yeah, that's in material CPP, isn't it? Material CPP. Here, where we don't take a ref pointer, const one actually, as one does. That's what we should be doing anyways. What the fuck? I'm retarded. Okay. Oh. Getting tired, I think. I have to still learn a lot for uni today, so yikes, you know? Big yikes. So I'm not gonna stream for that much longer. Right. So that the where are we? That's in SFML texture. This is because of this, where we go and we say, but yeah, this has to literally not be there. SF texture text load from image. By value, no. Auto text is ref pattern SF texture make text load from image and return text. Sweet. Yeah, there's well, not that much. There's worse universities out there with worse like more maths and shit, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So backend CPP. You have to go through this shit and now change all the things that don't work anywhere. So sprite. Oops. Sprite. Actually, sprite dot material texture. Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. We don't really do that, do we? Instead, the sprite just has a texture, doesn't it? I'm confused. Yeah, it's just because I wrote so much code in one go and it was kind of like fucky, and I hoped that it would work, but it didn't, so now I have to change it all. Material. Wait, sprite material as SFML material. What is it, pointer? No? Oh, that doesn't exist. I know this is fucky, I'm sorry about that. This shouldn't return that. This should return a ref pointer. Because now I actually do have a ref pointer that we can return, so let's see. Before we were using own pointers, so we could only return a reference, but now that we're using ref pointers, we can literally return the correct thing. And that's great, theoretically. Yeah, so much changing. I swear this is getting kind of ridiculous at this point in time, but it's okay. You know, we'll just vibe in, you know. Okay, kill me. Alright. Just vibing, gamers. Just vibing. SML backend, where are we? As SFML texture. This just returns an SF texture that we can use. Why can we not use that? What Linux distribution do I use? I need to take a break soon. Holy shit. Damn, I'm dying. Alright. Let's quickly check my messages here. Yes, I hope you read that enough. Arch Linux with hardware that you usually don't run on Linux machines, but I was like, you know, why the fuck not? So SF texture is not const. That's why it doesn't work. Which is fair enough. Dude, ray tracing, like, I wish I could use it on Linux. That would be pretty cool. I know there's a way, but you know. You know, there's always, like, it's difficult, and you know, this is not worth it for me at the moment. I didn't buy it because of the RTX. I bought it because it's a good card and it was cheap. Well, not cheap, but like cheap in comparison to other shit that you can buy with that amount of power. I have a really slow PC for most of my life, and I was just like, I have enough of it. I've had enough of it, you know. Yeah, exactly. Ray tracing sucks. It's. I mean, it's a 2070. It's not a 2080 Ti. It's not gonna fucking. You know, it's gonna do ray tracing even worse. So it's like, I don't really care for ray tracing, to be honest. I don't care about graphics so much. I just want something that doesn't fucking lag when I play a game, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for. I mean, the system is fucking retarded for this is retarded for 1080p gaming. Why, right? Like, I play some indie games, some strategy games, and some shit, like some Minecraft. Like, it's completely overpowered. But the thing is, I want to be able to run software in 5 years the same as I run it today, and I don't want to have to upgrade because I'm poor as heck. So Right, so at this point, we should be pretty set. There shouldn't be that many errors left. Yeah, it's not. It's just like 2-3 errors or something like that. Sprite render component must explicitly initialize msprites. Yeah, let's give sprite a default constructor. Material, no putter, rectangle. Okay, it's just nicer this way. I just don't want to fuck with it. Right, we have a conversion from an own pointer to a shared pointer in memory.h and material.cpp36. Could just use a search and replace of some sort, but it would take more time to set up than just changing it by hand, so. I do not know what that is, no. Enlighten me about what that is. We're almost done, we're almost done. There it is. Warning, 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 don't care, don't care, don't care. Wait, why the shit? Can we not specialize into a... Fucking hell. Oh, okay, I haven't heard of that. That sounds cool. Might play that one day. Might play that one day, someday. What the fuck? There's errors, don't worry about it. Don't worry, don't worry. It's not all going well yet. Reference to type const as if material could not bind to an R value of type. Why? Why? Material to SF material should be fine. Oh, is it because of the const? Almost there. Could not bind. Oh, we're returning a reference. Ha! Yikes. Let's just dereference it then. Oh, whoops. Who cares? Fuck. Oh, one error left, boys. Okay, let's see. On sensation of constructor for cons material reference. That's not right. Polygonal material. SFML buffer interval. Yeah, of course that doesn't work because polygon material is. Wait, SFML buffer interval. Wait, that has a. That gets called from the backend? From state. Wait, no, there's no way. It's get called from the backend. I was about to say, what the fuck? I was about to say. Do we create a. Where did we actually create that? There's somewhere here. Right here. There. So polygon material is. It's not a ref banner. Yikes, boys. How could we have been so goddamn retarded? Okay. Okay, any of you retarded. Just me that's retarded, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm just retarded. Sweet. Nice, a linker error. That's exactly the one thing that could have stopped me in my path, and it sure as hell did. Oh, but it's in main. It's because we're doing some fucky shit here. It's because we're doing some fucky shit. Well, we're not doing some fucky shit, so... Wait. Are we moving anything? I don't see a standard move in here. I'll look at that in a second, hold on. Give me like a hot second here. Color. Same with the texture. This has been cursed. I mean, this has been proper fucking cursed. I'm not giving up though. This is so cursed. Oh my god, stop. I'm gonna have to add more if I have more implementations, by the way. Like this is the basics, but we're gonna have to add more. Oh, for fuck's sake. To SF color. I swear to God that didn't work. I swear to God I was right. I was right. These have to be extra or some shit. I swear to God that that's literally what I meant. They cause these weird errors that nobody understands, and I'm certain this will fix it. Like, if this fixes it, I'm gonna cry. Like, that. I'm gonna cry. Fucking hell. I was right, you have to extern them. You have to declare them extern. God knows why. Static doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not a thing. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. I hate that. Let's move these out of the fucking material again. Because that's giving me literally cancer. Like eye cancer, you know? In my eyes? Yeah. Feels like it anyways. Feels like it. Mark them extern. Because it's so fucked. See how the errors go away as well? It's I'm telling you guys, Sometimes I understand why people call this language trash. It's not, but I see where people are coming from, you know? It's like, what the fuck? Why? Why? You know what? Why extern? You know? What does it all mean? What do the signs mean? Oh god. And it compiled. Like nothing ever happened. Watch it sec photo. I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done, guys. That's it. That's it. Oh, I need a coffee right now. Holy fuck, Knuckles. I need a coffee. Oh shit. There's still 5 people here. Holy shit. This is my personal assert message. It's really pretty, isn't it? At least I can brag about that. Look how pretty my assert is. Oh boy, is it pretty. Oh, for fuck's sake. See, and that's why I like this, because it now shows me that image is null, right? Because it's not null failed. Anyways. Okay. Wow. Holy fuck knuckles. I know why it's null pointer, actually. I know exactly why it's null pointer. Fuck me, that is disgusting. That's disgusting. Okay, listen, I'll look at it. I'll have a gander at it, okay? Holy shit, you put some effort into this. That's not sure if that's sad or not sure if that's like sad or impressive, but I like it. It's fun. That is a whole lot of fun. It is useful. No, it's really useful. You clearly thought about this a lot more than I have, so can I steal this? Can I steal this? I have to change a whole lot of naming and whatever because I do naming differently. But can I steal this? Is that all right? Sweet. I'll put that in my here. That's nice. Okay, yeah, I'll. That's really cool. That is really cool. Yeah, C++ had some cool ass features. I just, in my opinion, like, just choose whatever is best for the job, because there is places where C is just better, and just use C where C is better, and use C++ where C++ is better, and you're gonna save yourself a whole lot of headaches. But that's pretty cool. I like this. That's really neat. Looks like a lot of work. Holy shit. Fascinating. Yeah, I thought about storing size as well, but you know, it doesn't really make sense to store the size because you never know. But having what you could do, right, is you could yeah, yeah. Oh, you use the U inputter T. I like that. No, it makes sense. Yeah. I like that. That's really smart. Are you Microsoft guy, like Microsoft programmer kind of person? Because it reads an awful lot like Microsoft code. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. It's really sweet. That was basically the idea I had too, but I didn't think about it that much. No, I just mean that because you have this naming style that I've seen a lot with Microsoft people. Not that I despise that, you know, Microsoft programmers are good programmers as well. Yeah, no, I get it. I used this style for a long time too. One day I switched because I like the style better for some reason. It just makes it easier for me. But I don't know. It's quirky. In the end, it doesn't matter, right? But oh, hold on. All right. Yeah, exactly. It depends on the situation, and I just have you know, I have my CLang format, which just, you know, does that sort of formatting, and then that's how I format my code. And then I just have my naming convention, which is extremely simple. It's just everything is lowercase. Snake, what is it called? Snake case. And then window, like classes basically in general. Classes and types are always uppercase. And yeah, see, I'm the opposite of that. I'm the opposite. If you see like backend implementation, I like verbose code that just tells like where you can read basically English when you read it, like material construct, right? Or transform dot position. There's no transf dot pos or some shit, right? I don't like that. That's my personal style where like is key pressed and, you know, writing everything out and not having any. I mean, I don't have pretty much any abbreviations in my code. Here, data as void pointer. And that's because for me, I would rather spend a little bit more time writing code and then spending less time reading code because I read more code than I write code. So that's, but for some people it's easier to read shorter code and stuff like that. That's entirely up to the programmer. Okay. I think the problem is this right here, where we set material to null pointer. If we don't have that, we get an error, right? But that error isn't that terrible. Like that error is kind of helpful. So let's look at it. That tells us that the sprite random component tries to actually initialize a sprite without a. It doesn't initialize the sprite at all. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? It should do that, sprite. Wait, should it? No, it shouldn't. It's gonna be in the editor. It's gonna be a. There you assign a sprite to. It should always have a sprite though, like even if it's just a default error sprite or whatever. So. Can't run away from having that. Then there I am sprite. SPR. Yeah, I'll have an empty sprite of some kind. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where the error comes from, and I know that it is because we're not initializing sprite there, so I'm just going to initialize it. I'm just going to force it to be initialized, and then I can see exactly like what, you know, where stuff is and whatever. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Debug draw mode is important. Gonna have that, of course, yeah. But that's the thing we can do in the renderer. See, that's the whole advantage behind this being so abstracted away that I really don't have to give a shit. Oh, welcome. Thanks for the follow, Quellas. Quellas? Quellas? That sounds about right. Quellas. It's a cool name. I like it. Oh, Knobs, thank you also for following. Damn. Hell yeah, guys. Thank you a lot. Hey, someone who understands. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Raffianeo? Raffianeo? That sounds about right, yeah. I'm working on the engine still, trying to get some stuff on the screen, because I've only started recently, so still trying to get stuff on the screen. Oh, home action function go forward. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Why the fuck does it not like that? Should we make it a rough butter of some kind? Fuck knows. Oh, remove reference. Yeah, wait. It doesn't like that, does it? Can we move it? Does that fix it? I doubt it, but I'm just trying to fix this maybe. Like maybe that will fix it. This is just a prototype thing, so I don't really care that much. I just wanted to. For rendering I'm using SFML. So at the moment it's OpenGL. But the way I'm programming it, I can just switch it out later without any hassle whatsoever. So I'm just using SFML because it's really quick and easy to use for 2D games. And then later I can just use OpenGL, just swap it out of Vulkan or Metal or whatever I need for the specific implementation, you see? Wait, but... It says it can't remove reference, but I'm not sure what that means, honestly. Linux. Well, I'm developing cross-platform. I'm not, you know, I'm not using anything specific. So currently, like, I'm developing so that it works on Linux for sure. But with a few lines of code changed, it will run on Windows or Mac or whatever at this time. But, you know, that will probably change. I'll probably focus on Windows and Linux. In that order. Yeah, the whole thing is cross-platform. Exactly, yeah, and that's really what it's all about, and I live by that. Right, let's see. Why does it... Okay. So add component is a little bit of a fucky thing. It forwards a bunch args. Can we forward them by putting the ellipsis in here? Does that make a difference? Does anybody know? I for sure don't know. No, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't like remove reference. Yeah, that's what it stands for. Yeah, but that's exactly why I'm making it library agnostic, so that I don't care about what library I use. So the entire thing is abstracted away so goddamn hard that there's no, like, basically everything you see here has no idea that I'm using SFML. Just these few files here specify that it's SFML, so I can just basically pull them out, plug some else in, it will work. That's the plan anyways. Yeah, because that was the problem with the old engine. I tried to do this before with another engine, that I wrote, and yikes, dude, it was so bad. Like almost everything, like everything was so bound to the library I was using, which was also SFML. So everything was like every entity had an SF position and shit, like an SF vector to F position. Yikes, like changing that out would be impossible. And the thing is that SFML binds you to use a super old version of OpenGL, like what, 2. Don't know. Not, well, not really, but it like the shaders that SFML is compatible with have to be like really old shaders. So that's been bothering me so much that I just, you know, I want to use modern GLSL shade, like modern shaders, you know, yeah. So that's why I have it, so that I can just swap it out later for OpenGL, which exactly I need for effects and whatnot. It is a huge puzzle to sort out, and that's why I'm drawing diagrams as well. That's super important. That's my recommendation is draw a diagram. Literally piece of paper, pen, draw a diagram. Make sure you understand how everything interacts, and then start coding. Yeah, graphics is what I don't like, so, but I mean, I am sort of starting with graphics right about now. This is, I mean, I am currently working on the renderer. Haven't touched the file renderer.cpp for years, but it's okay. That's okay. No, I don't use Trello, but I will in the future, probably. Or, you know, so what some people don't know, if you look at github.com, right, you can make projects, and let's just grab some old shit that I don't use anymore. You can add a project, which is basically like a Trello board. It works the same way, but you can attach directly to like issues and whatnot, and they get automatically created when an issue is opened and when whatever pull requests are made and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. That is fun to program. I will need help with lighting later because there's a problem I have with lighting. That's kind of yikes to solve, but so I could really use some help back there later, but yeah. Yeah, Vulkan, I'm scared of that shit. I'm scared to start with that, but it just makes sense sometimes. There's legitimate reasons to use Vulkan, so you know. Everyone's a const sprite reference. Yeah, exactly. You have to abstract it really well. Same with OpenGL, in my opinion. Especially, well, when you're using C, you know, obviously OpenGL fits right in, but C++ OpenGL is such a such a disgusting thing to use. So you have to abstract everything away. Yeah, I've never found an explanation that just makes like produces any code that works. So that's why I haven't gotten started with Vulkan, because I can't find any tutorials that at least remotely work for me. So God knows why. The documentation is kind of, you have to already know it. I feel like, yeah. We'll see. Maybe one day. Yeah, that's fun. That's impressive. In my opinion, that's really impressive. Did I not include utility? I doubt that very much. We are including utility, that's not the problem. Shit. I am so lost. No, but the thing with Vulkan is that Vulkan isn't over-engineered. The other ones, like OpenGL, are completely, you could say, under-engineered, right? Like, they don't give you enough control, so... They let you guess a lot of things, they let you, like... They don't let you know what's happening, they don't let you control what's happening. They just kind of give you, like, very... It's not abstract, it's just... It has not much to do with the actual, like, what's actually happening. Like, it just lets you guess what the fuck is happening, right? And there's extremely inconsistent. I mean, if you've ever tried to program something with OpenGL, it's extremely inconsistent in the way it works. And so, Vulkan is just is how it's supposed to be. Graphics programming isn't supposed to be like 20 lines of code and then runs. And if it is, then there is abstraction, and that's okay. But you know, if your API is so abstract that, like, if the lowest API that you can get, which is like, you know, in the OpenGL world, that would be OpenGL, right? If that is so abstract that you can get something on the screen without knowing, without, like, basically, first of all, you only need a few lines of code, and everything else is just kind of magic. And that kind of smells of like a pretty bad low-level API. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. This doesn't work. I'm gonna have to Google this. I can't find this. Let's do that. Maybe that helps. That did it. Wow. I didn't know that at all. Okay, image is still null and SFML texture load from file. Boys, we have a black screen. That is not that bad. We're not crashing anymore, at least. Sweet. Okay, we're not crashing anymore. Render doesn't exist. Create a new renderer. That's normal. That's just verbose output. That's not an error. Yeah, but I feel like Vulkan is different. I feel like Vulkan gives you control that you need, right? Like it gives you control that you need to write proper high performance graphics, code basically. You can do the same on OpenGL, but you have to fuck around a lot because they don't know what they're doing, right? It's the other way around. Instead of actually having control, OpenGL gives you a bunch of like pseudo control that doesn't really mean that much. Like, can I set this to null? Will it break? Who knows? Do I have to like give it this information or not? Can I set it to null? What does default to? You know, all that shit. That's what OpenGL has, and I feel like that's the real problem. It's not, it's more like they are doing it wrong and we've gotten used to that. But, that's an endless discussion. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but I feel like it's one of those things that are so general that any default is probably wrong for someone, right? So I feel like instead of finding a sensible default that will break shit for people who don't know what the better default would be, is to not set a default. I can appreciate that. And you can always have default settings for your own application. I didn't know that, but if that's the case, then that's, But, I feel like default settings, if they're there, they need to be sensible and obvious and clear. You can't just have hidden default settings. So even if they are default settings, they have to be clear and you have to be, you have to know what they do. But I don't know. Yeah, 90% of people have one main device, and for 90% of people, it's enough if you build your code for Windows, but there is always a percentage that's different, and that's what software, that's, if you don't want that, you do web dev, right? But that's just how it is. I mean, you're interacting with machines, and, someone might have 2 GPUs. I mean, a lot of people have 2 GPUs actually these days, so you never know. Maybe your code gets run in 20 years and people have 10 GPUs. Fuck knows, right? Or, so I feel like those are all things that are valid criticism, but I feel like they're not valid criticism in the context of it's an API to like display shit on the screen. It could be anything. You could be trying to make a game or a normal application that just wants to draw some buttons or whatever, right? Yeah, so it doesn't know what you want to do, and it shouldn't assume that it knows what you want to do. That's the thing. Like, often you're limited. Like with programming languages, often you're limited by what the designer of the language or the API thinks is right or is possible, and that's exactly what what holds a lot of people back. So, for example, C++ really doesn't do that. They don't go around saying, oh, there's only one way to do this because we know best, right? They just say, okay, do whatever the fuck you want. You probably know better, because there might be that one guy somewhere on the ass end of the world that has to do something very specific, and they'll be glad that, for example, C++ can do it. And in that case, they will be really glad that they can configure Vulkan to use whatever fucky Frankenstein system they have. And anyways, I'm gonna continue trying to solve this dumbass problem. So why do we get a black screen? That's kind of my question right now. What the fuck? You know, like, why are we getting a black screen? Of all the things. Of all the things. Let's see if the texture exists. It does. This is basically just a little wall texture. It's the opposite of pretty, but you know, who cares? Just the texture I had laying around, so let's see. That is true, yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to end the stream soon because I need to eat and I need to do other stuff too. I think ending on a problem is kind of yikes, but you have then we grab that, grab a path which loads from file, which says image load from file. Okay, I guess the rendering is fucking it up then. Let's see. Sprite rendering. Well, this is wrong, first of all. It's the wrong console. There we go. Right, return code is 1 on that, so that's good. Texture rect, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah. Right, so that doesn't work. So, okay, are we actually drawing it correctly? That's the first question. Draw spray. That we display too, that's all good. Now remember last time that this actually did properly. Yeah, last time it actually did properly draw a rectangle, so some fucky happened in between. And I would like to know what. Wait. Wait. Use sprite render component. Entity, sprite, SPR. Oh my god, we do not. Fucking hell, I'm retarded. Wow. I'm proper retarded. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. That's not right. That's not right at all. Why did I change that thing in the back end that did this? This isn't. That was right before, wasn't it? It gives you the size, didn't it? Done it. Done it. Done it. Fuck. telling you guys, this is not how I imagined this. Did I close that shit? Am I fucking brain dead? I closed that. Great. Was a rhetorical question. I'll answer that, please. I want to get roasted. I want to get roasted. Right, that's almost there. I mean, not really, but you know, who cares? Almost there. Almost there. Now, M transfer position is... Right, so that's not right at all. Position X, position Y, size X, size Y. What is right rectangle position? What the fuck? Do we not initialize that properly? We do transform position, which is supposed to be 300, 300. SFML backend says sprite gets created here, gets pushed back. That all works, but it's not quite rendering it at the right position. So what if we don't do that? What if we do not do that? Okay, that's fucked. That's proper. That's proper fucked. Yeah, about that. How about we just don't set? What can we set? Scale, position, rotation. Yeah, let's set the position first. S sprite dot rectangle dot position to SF vector to F. Right, okay, SPR dot set. Scale. Factors, no, that's all I want. That is not what we want. Okay, texture, local bounds, set. Origin. That's at the right position now. Okay. Right position is good. Right position is good. Now the size is important. So SPR.set scale. Is that it? Set scale? Sprite rectangle.size. I believe this is gonna break it. Yeah. That's what I thought. Fuck. Okay. Do we need to do we need to calculate? Do we need to calculate the factor that we need to scale by? That's kind of cumbersome, isn't it? I feel like that's a lot of work for like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is not the right thing that we want. This is not at all the thing that we want, so we're gonna submit a polygon. Fuck it, we're gonna submit a polygon. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Submit. Triangles and material. So the polygon, this is the triangles. What the fuck is the error here? There we go. This triangle is gonna be from sprite rectangle position X. Just from position. What is the triangle anyways? It's 3 points. Shit. It's so messy. Sprite rectangle position plus sprite rectangle size x 0. Second triangle. It's gonna be sprite rectangle position plus vec2. Actually, this needs a third one, doesn't it? I'm not going to jump in on this conversation. I'm not qualified for that, sadly. No idea what graphics programming, to be honest with you. Oh, the music stopped. Fuck. Hold on, I'll fix it. I'll end the stream soon anyways, but I keep saying that, but I just need to kind of get this working. We start there. We go to here. And then we go to there. One, please don't spank me. There it is. Fucking hell, guys. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now we just need this to properly render the does a polygon have a texture? It does have a material, so buffer interval was the material, so how do we find that GUID again though? That's kind of confusing. Wait. How do we find that again? Interval GUID. Right, so we render it by saying... How do we render this actually? I'm so confused. Texture coordinates. Shit. Fuck. This does not make any sense. Why did I design it like this? I'm just gonna kind of give up on that and just kind of do this fucky shit thing, okay? Sorry guys, I'm just not in the mood to do this properly right now. I know this will cause chaos in the streets, but can't be bothered, honestly. It's just too much. As I said, this will be replaced anyways. Someday. Um, number function. Okay, maybe I'm play spec. Then Why is it so fucked? What does it want from me? SF texture. That's literally what we had. Wait. Is there not? I swear there's an overload that takes a texture. Oh, it's like that. Oh God, stop. Why is it doing this? I'm crying. What does this return? A reference. Yeah, a reference. So why does it not work? Okay, listen. I'm just gonna do this. Please. Fuck. Standard pair. What? Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with a ref. Whatever. This. Fuck it. It doesn't let me. It doesn't let me initialize a standard pair with the exact things that a standard pair wants. Literally. Mm-hmm. Fuck. Shit, I don't get it. I do not get it, guys. Come on. What the fuck is this? Yeah, that might be it. What the fuck? Why am I being so goddamn retarded? This has literally been the problem. No. No. This has literally been the problem for the last 5 minutes. I'm gonna cry. Maybe not. Okay, I'm done for now. That's gonna be it for today. I have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on, and that's pretty much the end of the stream. It's giving me something that I have never seen in my entire life. If you guys want to check it out real quick. Sig ill illegal instruction. Yeah. I'm gonna leave, and thank you guys so much for watching this stream. It was wonderful, it was very entertaining. I hope you guys truly enjoyed it, and this will be uploaded on my YouTube channel in a few hours or whatever. And if any of you has an idea how to fucking get rid of a sig ill, fucking hell, what is, I've never seen it in my life. Yikes, why does this call sig ill? Anyways, that's mad. Yeah, sig illegal instruction. Yeah, exactly. That's just a big law from me too. Maybe I can fix it by using G++. I don't know if it actually uses the one that I give it here. Whoa, are you serious? Well, welcome to C++, where a different compiler might generate an illegal instruction. Whoopsie doopsie. Foxy thing, holy shit, what is that? Disgusting. God, that's really fucking sad, to be honest with you. Like, that is really sad. I don't know how they can even do that with a straight face. Alright, that is our rectangle. It doesn't have a texture, and that is really disappointing because that is literally the only thing that I wanted to happen today, but this is exactly where we left off last time, just that now everything is different and it still doesn't work. So I'm like, yeah, what the fuck, you know? Second. Just gonna get out the size of this. Does that do any of you guys know if this is a valid size for a, what, 16 by 16 or 8 by, I think it's 16 by 16 texture. I don't know, this doesn't look like a 16 to me, that also doesn't look like a 16 to me, so I'm like, maybe, you know, who knows. It's obviously fucked. It's obviously fucked, yeah. There's obviously a negative size or something going on, so. No, I'm literally just printing like that, so. No, it is unsigned, yeah, but it is an unsigned type, so. It normally gives you valid values, and the fact that we're not seeing a texture and that the size is not correct tells me that something went wrong. So I'm gonna fix that next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, goodbye.